You have gravely hurt the feelings of the Chinese people. At this point, that line should probably have its own diplomatic passport. China uses this phrase a lot. Not for war, not for sanctions, but for things like a meeting, a map, or a movie. Let's unpack how hurt feelings quietly turned into a foreign policy weapon. First, the official story. Chinese leaders say that because of the century of humiliation, foreign invasions, unequal treaties from the 1840s through the 1940s, the Chinese people are especially sensitive to issues of sovereignty and respect. So when a European parliament passes a symbolic resolution supporting Taiwan, or a foreign leader meets the Dalai Lama, Beijing says it's not just a policy disagreement, it's an insult to 1.4 billion people. You see this pattern everywhere. In 2016, when the Hague Tribunal under UNCLOS ruled against China's South China Sea claims, state media said the award hurt the feelings of the Chinese people. When brands or films show maps without the 9-dash line or list Taiwan as separate from China on a website, officials and online nationalists accuse them of wounding Chinese dignity. Even the Nobel Peace Prize for Liu Xiaobo in 2010 was framed as an affront to the Chinese nation. Some of that emotional reaction is real. History textbooks and state media constantly reinforce the idea that China is one insult away from being humiliated again. So yes, many ordinary Chinese genuinely feel offended. But here's the problem. Those feelings are also curated, amplified, and weaponized. Beijing rarely just says, "We disagree." Instead, it says, "You've hurt our people." That shifts the argument from facts to morality. If a government is wrong, you can negotiate. If you're accused of hurting 1.4 billion people, anything short of an apology looks heartless. And the double standard is obvious. Chinese media call Australian policies barbaric, accuse Western societies of spiritual pollution, and sanction foreign politicians over Xinjiang and Hong Kong. Nobody in Beijing pauses to ask whether that hurts the feelings of the Australian people or the feelings of the Europeans. Other countries get angry too. Think Turkish outrage over Quran burnings or US fury at flag burning abroad. But they don't turn every routine diplomatic disagreement into mass emotional trauma. Why does this matter? Because once feelings are officially declared hurt, compromise becomes betrayal. Domestic debate shrinks. Who wants to be the one telling their own people, "Calm down, it's just a trade office in Taipei"? And foreign governments face a fake choice: either cave or be branded as the villain in a national melodrama. A healthier approach would admit two things at once. Yes, China has legitimate sensitivities about its history and sovereignty. And no, not every meeting, map, or movie is a national humiliation. Real respect between countries isn't about constantly tiptoeing around one side's curated outrage. It's about treating each other as adults, capable of handling disagreement without turning every policy dispute into 1.4 billion broken hearts.